Hi folks, and welcome to Impactful Life. My name is Rob, and this channel is devoted to helping you make an impact so you can lead a full life. Now, if you're new to this channel, thanks for taking the time to check us out. We hope our videos make an impact in your life and that you'll consider becoming a subscriber. For those of you who have already subscribed, welcome back and thank you for your continued support. I can't tell you how much we appreciate the impact you're making by helping us grow this channel. Now, stay tuned for this week's impactful book review. We'll be right back. Welcome back. This week's book review is Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. Now, this is a very popular book. It's actually one of Brian's best sellers, and it's all about overcoming procrastination. I originally bought this book over a decade ago, and I've been putting it off reading it ever since. Nah, I'm just kidding. I read it right after I bought it, and I loved it. I decided to go back and read it for a couple of reasons. First, because I now have this YouTube channel that we're doing, and I'm always doing book reviews, and this is one of my all-time favorites. And secondly, because I've been struggling with procrastination in my own life lately, and I needed to make some major improvements in that area. On a personal note, I have struggled with procrastination for most of my life. I can remember when I was in college, I was the guy that you'd see sprinting to class, because I had just finished writing my paper about 5 minutes before it was due. I got very good at estimating how long it would take me to finish a project or an assignment, and then I would wait until the last minute to get started. Now, I thought I was training myself to work well under pressure, but in reality, I was becoming a master procrastinator. My motto used to be, never put off until tomorrow what you can do the day after. While reading this book for the second time, I was reminded of several strategies that I needed to get back into the habit of applying in my own life. I started putting some of these back into play this week, and I honestly have had the most productive week that I've had in recent memory. Now, your frog, according to Mr. Tracy, is the most important thing that you need to work on. And according to him, every day you need to eat that frog first. He quotes Mark Twain, who once said, "If the first thing you do each morning is eat a live frog, you can go through the day with the satisfaction of knowing that that is probably the worst thing that will happen to you all day." Now, it may seem intuitive that we should do the most important thing first, but the interesting thing is we don't. We fill up our time with the easiest things first, and we put off the frog till later. That's because our frog is rarely the easiest thing we need to do, and often it's the most difficult. According to Brian Tracy, if you have a live frog sitting on your plate and you know you have to eat it, it doesn't pay to sit there and stare at it. Now, the subtitle of this book is 21 Ways to Stop Procrastinating and Get More Done in Less Time. And I'm not going to go through all of the ideas because I really think you should read this book yourself. And let's be honest, neither of us wanted this video to be over an hour long. But I will share a couple of takeaways that stood out to me as I went through the suggestions. First, you have to identify what your frog is. Obviously, it's very hard to eat a frog if you don't have one. Without clarity of purpose, it's very difficult to know what you need to be working on first. So you have to ask yourself, what is the single most important and potentially impactful task that I need to be working on? Once you identify it, put it on your plate and start eating away at it. Figure out the first step and take it. Second, to avoid putting off large projects that seem overwhelming to you, you need to break them down into very manageable tasks. I like the concept of taking large goals, or what I call boulders, and then breaking them down into rocks, or the projects that will help you move towards accomplishing that larger goal. And then breaking those rocks down into pebbles, which are the individual tasks that need to get done. After all, it is easier to eat a frog leg than a whole frog. Now, this kind of thinking is what has helped me increase my productivity exponentially since starting this new business. After all, the best way to eat a frog, no matter how big it is one bite at a time. By the way, Brian Tracy also says that if you have 2 frogs on your plate, eat the ugliest one first. Tackle the most difficult task first, and the rest of your day will only get easier. So what do you think about this concept? What frog is staring at you that you know you need to eat? If you know what it is, stop staring at it and figure out where you're going to bite it first. It's not going to go away if you just let it sit there, so start eating it now, one bite at a time. Please share your thoughts and comments with us. My frog is writing my first book, and my first bite will be coming up with an outline. Now tell me yours in the comment section below. So that's it for this week's video. If you don't already subscribe, please click the button below. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Feel free to make an impact on someone else by sharing this video, and don't forget to follow us on social media. Also, check out our website where you can read my blog and subscribe to our free monthly newsletter. All of those links are in the description below. Start eating your frog today so you can make an impact and lead a full life. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Now go make an impact.